Top 10 Best Students in Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is an American martial arts comedy drama streaming television series and a sequel to the original, The Karate Kid, films by Robert Mark Kamen. The series was created by Josh Heald, John Hurwitz and Hayden Schlossberg, and stars Ralph Macchio and William Zabka, who reprised their roles as Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence from the 1984 film The Karate Kid. Set 34 years later, Cobra Kai re-examines the Miyagi-verse narrative from Johnny's point of view, his decision to reopen the Cobra Kai Karate Dojo, and the rekindling of his old rivalry with Daniel. The series has high viewership on both YouTube and Netflix, and has been met with generally positive reviews from critics. The third season also received the nomination for Outstanding Comedy Series at the 73rd Primetime Emmy Awards. The first season launched on YouTube Red in 2018, with a second season following in 2019. After production of Season 3 was completed, YouTube decided to stop producing scripted original programming, leaving the show without a home. Netflix acquired the series in June 2020, and released the third season on January 1, 2021. Netflix renewed the series for a fourth season, which is set to be released on December 31, 2021. In today's video, we are going to discuss about top 10 best students in Cobra Kai. For this list, we're looking at the characters of Cobra Kai as they stand at the end of Season 3. Number 10, Miguel. The hero of the story and reigning All-Valley champion, Miguel suffered a huge setback in his extremely promising career as a karate student when his back was broken and he became paralyzed. Season 3 has focused more on his recovery than any kind of improvement on his part, and by the end of the season he doesn't seem to have reached the level he was at previously. So while we're sure to see him jump back into the top 5 or so down the line, for now he sits at the respectable rank 10. Number 9, Tori. This is where the list starts to get serious. Tori is one of the top fighters in Cobra Kai, and despite her regular losses to Sam, is proven to be a vicious and brutal student of Kreese's teachings. Her presence is terrifying throughout the season, and she seems to be almost even with Sam, one of Miyagi-Do's top students, falling below her on this list only because she can't quite seem to beat her in a fair fight. Number 8, Sam. Sam, as Daniel's daughter, is the most direct descendant and inheritor of Mr. Miyagi's self-defense-focused karate, and it shows. She is consistently among the best fighters in every scene, and with Robbie gone, is the premier Miyagi-Do student. She is one of the best student of this series. Number 7, Hawk. Where to begin with Hawk? Easily one of the best fighters among the students of all schools. Not only does he kick regular ass, he looks awesome doing it. For most of Season 3 he is Kreese's protege and top student, brutally putting down his enemies in competition alike with his signature Hawk screech sound effect. The reason he isn't higher is because he was never quite able to edge out Miguel as the top student of Cobra Kai and only took the spot by default. Robbie is Hawk's main rival for strength currently, and with Robbie's combination of Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai training, as well as real-world fighting experience, Hawk just isn't quite there. Number 6, Sean. Yeah, this guy, pre-Cobra Kai Robbie was already one of the best student fighters in the show, and the fact that Sean was able to match him 1v1 when he abandoned the defense-only mentality of Miyagi-Do speaks volumes about what a tough brawler Sean is. Not to mention his size. Did you see how big this guy is? Number 5, Robbie. Okay, we all saw this coming. Without Miguel at his best, Robbie is easily the top student fighter in the show, and he has only gotten better during Season 3. Not only does he have the harsh experience of prison, he's got combined Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai teachings to a level that nobody else in the show can match. His transition to villain was definitely necessary, with Hawk going over to the good guys again, as now the show has a truly threatening bad guy contender for the title of All Valley Champion. Number 4, Kreese. Despite seeing only a couple fights between adults and teenagers throughout the series, it becomes incredibly clear when Robbie attacks his father in the finale of Season 3, that there is a vast divide between students and teachers. Kreese has had his ass beat by both Johnny and Daniel with relative ease, but it's clear that he could take out any of the students, even Robbie, without much competition if needed. Unfortunately for Kreese though, he's getting a bit long in the tooth and is unable to match his former student or the new master of Miyagi-Do. What I wouldn't give to have seen a young, in his prime Kreese go up against the two of them. Number 3, Johnny. This is a tough one. I'm sure many of you are already disagreeing with me, but let me explain why I put Daniel above Johnny. Johnny has clearly been shown to be Daniel's equal through most of the series so far, and I think this would be the closest match of them all if it were to really happen. But Daniel received some new abilities in Season 3, while Johnny hasn't really improved. Nonetheless, Johnny is easily one of the top fighters in the show, period. I can only imagine how good he'd be if he could have learned from Mr. Miyagi like Daniel did. Number 2, Daniel. Yep, that's right. Daniel is in the number 2 spot. As explained above, Daniel edges out Johnny thanks to some fancy new techniques he learned on his trip to Okinawa. Perhaps now he might even be able to learn the cool hand-rubbing technique Mr. Miyagi used to heal him way back in the day. But either way, we've only seen Daniel lose to one other person in a fight during this entire show, and that person is Number 1, Chosen. Daniel's old rival and the villain of Karate Kid 2, Chosen is all grown up, and let me tell you, he kicks a whole lot of ass. Having continued his training under Mr. Sato and been given access to all the teachings of Okinawan karate, he is now a master of them all, and probably the only character we've seen so far who could possibly match the late and great Mr. Miyagi himself. His sparring match with Daniel clearly shows he is head and shoulders above Mr. Miyagi's favorite student now. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you like this video, hit the like button, also subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you never miss an update.